Imagine this, you're holding an offer for your asking price, or even above asking price. What if I told you that you could have saved thousands of dollars on unnecessary repairs? In this video, I'm revealing the secrets to maximizing your profit. And stick around until the end, because I'm sharing a valuable resource that will make this whole process even easier. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Real Estate Hall. I'm Cameron Hall, and today we're tackling a critical question for every home seller: what not to fix before listing your property. I've spent hours researching and analyzing countless recommendations. I've sifted through all the advice to bring you the most impactful and cost-effective strategies. Because let's be honest, selling a house can be overwhelming. Number one, go through your property with your real estate agent and create an itemized list of potential repairs. It's important that you go through it with your agent, because if you go through it alone, you won't have as clear of an idea of the marketability of your property and what makes a property sell. Once you've identified what to do and what not to do from your list, you'll want to set a total budget and then take that budget with you as you negotiate for a handyman service. I highly recommend getting a handyman to come through your property and to complete all these little things. That'll save you time, and because you prepared an itemized list in advance, it'll also save you money, and your handyman will be much appreciative. Number two, don't replace a functioning roof. I say functioning roof because I've seen videos out there where they're just like, don't replace your roof. In reality, there are occasions where that is necessary. Don't automatically assume that you need a new roof. Consult with a licensed roofing contractor to service the roof and obtain a roof inspection certification. This acts as a powerful negotiating tool. It's pretty common for a buyer or a home inspector to get scared because, oh, look, the shingle on the roof is starting to peel. You can manage the entire transaction by getting a qualified roofing contractor out to your property. It provides you with more certainty. You have a better negotiating position because the buyer may come and say, oh, we need $15,000 to replace that roof. When you've already done the research up front, you can just say, here's my certification, all repairs have been completed, and that will net you more money in the end because they're not going to be able to bicker about the roof. Number three, don't replace functional appliances with brand new appliances priced at retail. I feel very strongly about this. I was remodeling this property and I had this really ancient fridge and really ancient stove. It was an awkward spot. We had to retrofit the space. I didn't need to go buy a brand new fridge or a brand new oven. All I needed to do was find a good deal. You can find plenty of good deals on online marketplaces. If you're not finding what you're looking for there, you can even find closeout deals, floor models, like the display model. I've got a good deal on a washer and a dryer before, a really nice set. They were closing out that year's inventory to bring in new. I saved several $1,000s just by doing that. Prioritize function over flash. Your buyers, they don't care about it being 95% efficient versus 99% efficient. What they care about is that they have heating or air conditioning. Just like I said previously about getting the roofing certification, you can proactively manage this part of the process by bringing in appliance service repairmen. I would get a few quotes before replacing anything. Some companies who aren't as ethical will try to push their customer to purchase a whole brand new system just because the old one has a part that went out. If someone says that that's necessary, I would at least check with a second or a third qualified contractor to make sure. Like if they're gonna charge you $10,000 for a new system, but you can just offer the buyer a $5,000 credit, then you're already ahead by $5,000. Once you've brought in the service professionals, do a routine maintenance prior to listing your home, then you can provide the buyer with invoices and the service records. It will provide you with a more confident buyer who is more likely to go through with the transaction with you because they can tell that you've made a serious effort to upkeep your home. And if you haven't done it up to this point, just do this before you list. It goes a long way, even if you haven't been doing it for years. Change your furnace filters. As the agent, I'll check the filter and I'll show my client, ooh, Doesn't look like they've been maintaining this home very well. Their furnace has like an inch of dust. Keep your appliances looking as best as you can. The buyer, they're gonna want their own appliances a lot of the time anyways. To help your house smell better and show better, I recommend getting your ductwork clean prior to showings. That'll go a long way when it comes time for the home inspection. Number 4, don't gut your entire kitchen or bathroom. With your realtor, focus on what will be the highest perceived value to your buyer, such as safety concerns. Like you don't want them to trip and fall because you had a hole in your deck. Talk to your realtor about this because they can help you when it comes to the marketability versus the competition. If it's a good strategic move to put in a granite countertop right before you sell or to put in a kitchen backsplash. Also, fresh paint goes a long way. If you have this old nasty color, change it out. Make sure you clean your kitchen. Clean your kitchen, deep scrub that kitchen. Scrub your bathroom. Make sure there's not grime all over your shower. When buyers go through and they see a really clean bathroom, they're gonna go, oh, this property's quite nice. If they go through and they see 20 shampoos on the side and they see all this soap scum, they're gonna be like, oh, this house looks really lived in. And then that makes it know, oh, maybe we should go check out another property. Make sure that you scrub the grout lines. Recalc spots that have holes. Property management companies, they won't replace a tub, but they'll actually reglaze it. If it has a bunch of scratches or stains or is really worn out, it just costs often a few $100s to reglaze the tub and it's like brand new. I highly recommend checking out reglazing. Number 5, don't replace your flooring without assessing your current flooring's functional value. Functional value is defined as the utility and usefulness of a property's features to its intended occupants. In other words, what benefit will your buyers receive by having this particular type of flooring, for example? Some things will be perceived as positive to your buyer and other things will be perceived as negative. If you have this old nasty shag carpet underneath your dining room table in the kitchen, well, the buyer's gonna want a concession for that most likely. I recommend going room by room and looking at your floors and deciding with your realtor, should this floor be replaced or should this floor be cleaned or is this floor good as is? For example, you may have some carpet that's pretty dirty. Getting a professional carpet cleaner to come out can be very inexpensive. They can lift a lot, if not all of those stains out. 2 additional benefits to this is that 1, your pictures are gonna look much better if you've had your carpets cleaned. And 2, when potential buyers walk through, they will be able to smell a fresher, cleaner home rather than a home that smells like you've lived there the last 30 years. I highly recommend getting professional carpet cleaning and just professional cleaning in general. If you're gonna do it yourself, make sure that you really deep clean your home. Address obvious issues with your flooring. If you have planks that are buckled up, address that. You don't want to just cover that up with a rug and hide that because that'll open you up to potential liability and lawsuits for everybody involved, including your realtor. When you're considering flooring, you don't always have to go the most high end. What I recommend is if the market is doing this, just do a little bit better than the market. That way you'll be perceived as the best home for sale. You didn't over upgrade. This is the difference in your cash. This is what my thumbnail was all about with the burning of the cash. We have more points to cover, but before that, if you are finding these tips helpful, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have a question or something to share, please leave a comment. Number 6, don't do anything that will hurt the appraisal or be a significant financial cost and not benefit the appraisal. You need to have your realtor educate you on how appraisers are currently pricing things in your neighborhood. There are times in the market where an appraiser will only give you $20,000 of value for your swimming pool. Well, you might have spent $200,000 on that swimming pool. So that is a huge loss. There are other times where you spend $100,000 and your appraiser appraiser's giving you $100,000 for that pool because it's a huge benefit and they have comparable properties in the area that back that up. Make sure you're considering how an appraiser would approach things. Look at it from their perspective. Their goal is to be able to back up your sales price. And if they can't back that up, you're going to get a low appraisal. If you install all these things such as swimming pools, solar panels, especially leased solar panels, gazebos, ADUs, outdoor kitchens, workshops, water features, decks, patios, elaborate stereo systems, expensive closet customization, and so on. These are all big ticket items you need to carefully consider before you go installing a gazebo just because you think that it's needed for the sale. Your appraiser may not give you much for that gazebo. Don't reduce the size of your bedrooms. If you have 3 bedrooms and you're like, oh, these 2 bedrooms are really small, so let's combine it into 1 bedroom. So we have 2 big bedrooms. That actually will negatively affect your appraisal. Appraisers go by the number of bedrooms and number of bathrooms and number of garage spaces. Let the buyers make that decision. One of the things that helps determine market value is what kind of buyer would live here. If there's, let's say, a family of 5 and you take your 3rd bedroom and combine it with bedroom number 2, well, guess what? Now that family of 5 can only live in 2 bedrooms. They're not gonna buy your house. It's too small for them. If there was 3 bedrooms, they could have their 2 younger children in one of the bedrooms, and then the older children have this bedroom, and then they have this bedroom, and guess what? They might buy your house. Number 7. Don't replace the windows in your house. Replacing all windows in your house is rarely necessary. Focus on the functionality. So if the buyer goes to open up the window and the latch snaps off, or you see that your windows are all cloudy, figure out why they're cloudy. Is it because you have a seal that's broken and then there's moisture seeping up? Is it just that you have too many bugs in your windows? They're gross. You'll get a very large return on your investment by cleaning your windows. How much is window cleaner? A few dollars. I recommend cleaning both the outside and the inside of your windows. Number 8, don't redo your entire driveway or walkways when cracks are present. When it comes to concrete, you actually have many options. I've noticed that it's easy to get caught in this mindset of all or nothing thinking where you're like, okay, I have these big cracks in my driveway. I need to replace my whole driveway before I sell my home. The fact is, there are a lot of methods. If you put a little bit of creativity into it, so instead of spending $20,000, you might spend $500. You can buy this tool. It's a crevice weeding tool, and you scrape it through the cracks, pulls up weeds and leaves and debris. This will help with your curb appeal significantly. You can also install sand or backer rod and put concrete caulk in some of your cracks. Caulk is fairly inexpensive. You may only need to buy 1 tube to fix up the cosmetic look of your driveway. Another option is you can patch your concrete. And you can also resurface your concrete. If there are any serious cracks or any structural cracks, there are also professional techniques such as epoxy injection and mud jacking. These are often 30 to 50% less than replacing the concrete. My favorite tip is pressure washing is your friend. I recommend pressure washing the exterior of your house and pressure washing all your flat work, your sidewalks, your driveway. With a pressure washer, it's not just water that you're adding. You can actually put Dawn dish soap in it. This will really make your place sparkle. Selling your house does not have to break the bank. By focusing on the right priorities and avoiding unnecessary expenses, you can maximize your profit and sell with confidence in 2025. Now, as promised, I've got something special for you. I've created a free downloadable checklist, the Ultimate Home Sellers Checklist. Just click the resource in the description below for the checklist. Every market is different. Do you need help finding a top agent in your area? I can connect you with trusted professionals in my nationwide network. Just click the link for the checklist and we'll get you started. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you on the next video.